Time now for the Friend Zone, where we invite one of our friends from within the building here at Fox onto the show. Tonight we're joined by Brian Kilmeade. He's co-host of Fox and Friends. His book, Thomas Jefferson, The Tripoli Pirates, is now out in paperback, where it's ascended to the top of the list. He's also a licensed family therapist in the state of New York. And that's important because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and one topic that's going to come up is politics. And here's my question to you, Brian. Why even acknowledge it? Why not just put it in the same category as ugly divorces or bad facelifts, something you just do not address at all?
Well, for one thing, as you know, I'm a doctor, so why does my Chiron not say Dr. Brian Kilmeade? Right away, we're starting off on a bad
Yes,
foot.
we are.
So, Tucker, here's the problem. You would like to take the easy way out because that's the way you live your life. What I say is it's an insult to your family members, to your relatives, to not engage them, as if to say, I'm better than you. I'm not going to engage in politics because that's exactly what you want. Engage. And you're really in three categories. You voted for Trump, and Trump hasn't done anything yet. So you can sit back for the only time over the next 4 years and just go, yeah, he won. And you take it because it doesn't matter. Your guy won. Then, or you're a Republican that didn't vote for Trump. Then you have to sit there and you got to go, it's not my guy. Don't worry about it. You listen to it when if he does something good, that's great. But you notice that your relative is voted for Hillary and they're very angry. Don't take the bait. Let him engage. Then there's the Hillary supporter who is dying to fight somebody. And my feeling is to you, you got to look that person in the eye. Just like I'm staring at you right now. I don't know if you can tell through the magic of television.
Yes, I can.
You look in the eye and you say, is that relationship with that person worth winning this fight? And oftentimes the answer is yes. I'd rather ruin the relationship and win the argument. And that's oftentimes there's carnage. There's emotional carnage everywhere. And this year more than ever. But don't even think about going to a relative's house and not think you're going to be engaged. Anyone in this politics, think about how you're going to do this. And just know one thing. It's more important to win personally and feel good about yourself than to have these relationships survive. Because you don't need to engage with these people again until next year, at which time the Lions will be on losing to some other team again, and you'll just forget about this whole complex thing. The other thing to keep in mind, too, Tucker, when it comes to you is not an issue. You can't drink. If you want to engage successfully in an argument, you're pretty much doing this show sober today. Not yesterday, but today you're sober, so this way you have no regrets. If you commit to not drinking, not fully engaging because your guy won, if you did lose, and you want to actually feel good about yourself, you could engage him from there.
So you're basically, to sum up your advice, which I think is wise and unconventional, is wage total war, wage it in order to win, not sign some sort of wimpy armistice with your relatives, but crush them. I mean, plow their fields under with salt, torch their huts, just win.
Much like your A block today. That's pretty much what you've done. I think you have to say this. Whatever you do, don't pretend as if it's not going to come up. Don't do these things where you go to the table, before we sit down, let's not talk about Trump or Clinton, because that's an insult, too. If your relatives matter enough to come to your house or you go to theirs, at least let them go with topic number A. Talk, it's the elephant in the room. In this situation, the elephant won, much to the surprise of every human being on the planet, except for the Trump family. So there you go. Talk about it.
But if you're calling it topic number A, then you've already been drinking.
No, that's true. It is a little bit reversed. But I have never in my life seen a topic more universal than Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I don't know about you, but I could not go anywhere without engaging in it. And all the experts, the doctors like myself, who I talk with all the time, who focus on family therapy, they say whatever you do, don't engage. I just go the total opposite direction, Tucker.
So we're almost out of time, but I got to throw you a curveball. What if you have a relative who is a Jill Stein or Gary Johnson voter?
Give them a hug. They're alone. They're alone. They have not many friends. And they don't know this word, Aleppo. They don't know Aleppo. Remember? Gary Johnson, they're not familiar with it. There's a lot of things he didn't know. If you found yourself in the Stein-Johnson camp, you're not very happy today, and give them a warm hug. That's where you got to be a little bit different.
You know what? That's honestly, I think, overall, in its totality, that's the best advice I have heard this week, and I'm going into combat girded tomorrow. Thank you, Brian.
By the way, in Washington, if you need advice, it's Chris Wallace. Knock on his door. It's always open. All right?
He's feet from here. I will. Thanks a lot. Good to see you, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
Have a great Thanksgiving.